With James Gunn's Superman finally in theaters, it's time to rank the characters in the movie. It's got heroes, it's got villains, it's got a dog. I'm gonna give you my top 10 favorite characters in the movie, and if you've seen the movie, make sure you let me know down in the comments below if you agree or disagree with my list, and give me your top 10. And flying in at number 10 is Hawkgirl. Look, I really wanted to like this character. I really wanted to see this character in this movie, and she's in it, just not enough, where she's in a lot of the scenes with the other Justice Gang members, but she easily gets the least amount of screen time out of all of them. And she doesn't really have much to do except throw her mace around and fly around and screech, which is cool to see, but that's all we get. I need a little bit more to my character, and I understand this isn't her movie. I completely understand that before you go ranting in the comments. It's just, all the other characters felt a little bit more interesting, a little bit more fleshed out, even just by a little bit. So that's why she's number 10. I really want to see what they do with her in the future. It gave me a little bit of Hawkgirl in this, but I need to see more. And coming in at number 9 is Metamorpho. Look, this is another character who we don't really get much about him. There's still a lot of mystery surrounding that guy, but we get to see what he can do. And the powers that he has are really, really cool. We get to learn that he's a dad, which is interesting, and it kind of raises more questions, which is kind of smart, right? We want to know more about these characters, which is going to make us tune in, whether that's a show or another movie with him in it, because I do want to know more about this character. At the end of the day, though, he did leave an impression on me, and I hope he joins the Justice Gang, because I want to see him interact with everybody, especially Mr. Terrific. At number 8, we have the Engineer. This is another character where we don't get much backstory, which is okay. It's okay, but the character herself was so interesting, and the powers even more so. How she went toe-to-toe with Superman, how she can turn her body and anything she wanted into whatever she wanted with the nanotech, how she could go into the computers and kind of like hack them. Like, there's so much potential with this character, and the fact that she's still around after the big fight, I want to see which way she goes. Does she go back to Lex? Is she going to be a hero again? Is she just going to, go out and do stuff for herself? We're going to see. Number 7 is Jimmy Olsen. Out of everybody in the Daily Planet, maybe except for Lois, Jimmy gets the most screen time by far. And what a standout character. I thought we were gonna get a character who was this nerdy journalist, very unconfident, basically is what I was expecting to see. No. They knew that. They knew we were expecting that, and they completely flipped it, made him a ladies' man who's not even trying to be, and there was so much comedy involved with Jimmy Olsen. This guy, I wanna see, there's rumors, keep that in mind, that they are branching off and might make a Jimmy Olsen series or like a Daily Planet series. Whatever they do, I need this guy back. I would actually like to see him maybe pop up in a completely separate project, and maybe just be a journalist in that. And maybe following whatever project this is, it could be Swamp Thing for all we know, but following the trail and kind of being that character that's kind of always there, like that side character, not a sidekick, but always there, right? Like, that's what I want to see. Jimmy Olsen was a standout. Love that guy. At number 6 is Guy Gardner. Now let's be real here for a second. How many people knew about Guy Gardner before this movie? We all knew about Hal Jordan. We all knew about Jon Stewart, because those were the ones that were in the animated series that we all grew up with. But Guy Gardner is a whole different beast, and I love Nathan Fillion's take on him. It was different. It was very different, and I can't wait to see him in Lanterns, because he is this very smug character who thinks that he is above everybody, regardless if it's a civilian, if it's a hero. Like, he thinks he is God's gift to Earth, and that makes for some very interesting altercations between different characters in the DCU. Number 5 is Mr. Terrific. This is the character in the Justice Gang that got the most screen time by a landslide, because he was very important to the plot. He's the smartest character in the movie, maybe save for Lex. Probably smarter than Lex. But either way, what we got to see is a relatively unknown character come to life right before our eyes, with the T-spheres, with the athletic ability, with all these different things. No one knew who this person was for the majority of people that are going to be watching this movie. They're going to know after this, and they're going to want to see more of him in a show, in a movie, whatever it may be. And it's already been told to us that he is going to appear again. No project has been named, but there are big plans for Mr. Terrific, and I cannot wait to see what they do with him. Number 4 is Krypto the Super Dog. I really thought they were gonna shove this character down our throats because of the likability of this dog. We all love dogs, right? And if you don't, I don't know about you, but I love dogs, and I know a lot of people do. So this was a character that we all wanted to see, and he steals the show every time he's on the screen. But that's what I was worried about. I thought they were gonna throw him at us the entire time. No, they use him very sparingly, so whenever he is on the screen, you have a big smile on your face because he may remind you of your dog or just dogs in general. And once again, who doesn't like dogs? And just the way that he plays with Superman, so rough, he knocks him on his butt the entire movie, and he's so playful and so loving, but also doesn't listen to the commands. And it's very relatable for a lot of people to see this character and you're like, oh, I see my dog in this character. And it was just a lot of fun. James Gunn knows exactly what to do with animals in his movie. Even though this one doesn't talk like the other ones did in Guardians, this one's just as lovable, if not more. Now, before I crack the top 3, if you're enjoying the video, make sure you hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And if you want more DC content, make sure you subscribe to the channel because I'm gonna be covering this stuff from now until I can't anymore. All right? Number 3 is Lois Lane. This is the best iteration of Lois Lane for me personally that I've ever seen. This is a character who didn't need any help, didn't need saving every 5 seconds. That was something that really bugged me, whether it's an older Superman movie or whether it's Marvel or just really movies in general. Like, give me someone that can stand their ground, and actually in this movie, she helps Superman out more than he helps her out, which is a really cool, change to the formula, and it didn't feel forced. She was working with Mr. Terrific. She was going out of her way to find these people to help Superman, to help the person that she loves. It was such a cool thing to see. She is a standout in this movie, and her chemistry with David Cornsweet, unmatched. I could not believe my eyes seeing them, just whether they're fighting together, whether they're romantic together, it doesn't matter what they're doing together, they just work, and she is a massive part to this. I can't wait to see more of her. You know what, I feel like I am a broken record at this point. I just want to see all these characters again immediately in any project. Superman 2, Batman, it doesn't even matter. Just give me more of these characters and even add to this list, because based on this list, the DCU is off to a fantastic start. And number 2 is Superman, aka Clark Kent. David Cornsweet had a massive task ahead of him, as far as I'm concerned, to make me like his iteration of Superman more than Henry Cavill, because Henry Cavill was my Superman. That's what got me into being a Superman fan. I understand that's not the take of what the character is actually about, but that's for a whole other story. He did it. He did it. I don't know how he did it, but he did it. He's so charming, but goofy, but just so authentic in his portrayal of Superman. And even the little bit that we got of him as Clark Kent, I love that too. I really want to see more of that. That's the one thing that I feel like the movie could have added more to. That's the one thing that I wanted to see going into this, is how he can balance Superman, Clark Kent, fooling everybody of who he actually is. But it is what it is. Either way, regardless if he's Clark Kent or he's Superman, he stole the show. He is great. I can't believe that they cast him. I can't believe that this is gonna be the Superman that we get for years to come. We're lucky. We're all lucky. Let's just take it in, take a few seconds and just sit with that for a second. This is our Superman we're getting for 10 plus years. Whew. Feels good. But my number 1 character in Superman is Lex Luthor. Nicholas Hoult knocks it out of the park. Like, everything that he does embodies what this character is. Super smart, super crazy, super calculated, like everything down to the way that he walks, the way that he talks, the way that he uses his eyes, like everything. There is intention behind it. And he is diabolical, he's scary, he took Krypto. He took the dog. Like, that is diabolical, right? Like, this is the character that I want to see carry the DCU going forward as far as the villains go. Right out of the gate into the DCU, we have a character, we have a villain who is going to be memorable. It's the most hateable character as far as villains go that I can remember, maybe since Guardians 3. I mean, that dude, but really what it comes down to is if you hurt animals, you're gonna be hated, and this guy does that. And going back to David Cornsweet, that's our Superman for like the next 10, 15, 20 years, and this is our Lex Luthor. We are so lucky. This is the Lex that we wanted. Look, when Batman v Superman came out and we got that Lex Luthor, I just kind of took it as like, okay, he'll turn into who we want him to be. No, we got him right out of the gate. It can be done. And looking at the contrast, there is no better upgrade in comic book movie history than going from that Lex to this Lex. I couldn't get enough of this character. Now, did you agree or disagree with my list? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to see my spoiler-free review of Superman, you can check it out right here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.